Kun. Shalom, shalom. Yep, we're the true Hebrew Israelites. We're the desert trumpets. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, right? The 2/3 of our own people shall be destroyed, showing that the Lord has no impartation to to the wicked, right? Because if you're wicked, you're wicked, right? So the Lord is not the respecter of persons, right?
No impartiality.
No, yeah, and no good. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no impartiality, right? To our Father, right? Which is going to allow for the elect, the 1/3, to rise and praise the Father in spirit and in truth, right? To give glory to the Father and raise his children, raise his people back up, right? Through Yahweh Shai, right? And King David, right? Right? So, Lord willing, we be of that number. You brothers and sisters of the household of David, Ba'af Dawadah, in mourning, right? So, we like to say Shalom, right? We give all praises, infinite honor and praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Yeah. So, yeah, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect. The elect, shalom, to the Israelite foreigners, who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Achwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. And we out here, in another day in Babylon, the great fall. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen, right? We're in this place where it's crumbling, right? And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that America and your American dream is failing, right? Right? Because when we had our plight and we had our thing, you didn't have nothing to say, right? You even put our women against us, right? But that's, it's good for you so-called black women, right? Because that's the thing that's going to happen to you, man, right? Right? You get that, what do you get? Right? But, yeah, because this is showing you, because what did Trump do? He announced, what was it, on the 14th, right? No more EPT, or he had the 14th or the 15th, something like that, 14th or 15th, declared to all the states that they do not distribute any November EPTs for November, which is very deliberate, right? Because the thing with this is they're trying to collapse the dollar. They're trying to collapse America. And it's two ways where it's affecting everyone. Well, it's gonna, first of all, it's gonna affect your Thanksgiving, right? And then it's gonna affect the economy, as far as that's when a lot of people use the EPT and buy up a lot of groceries for the Thanksgiving day, which in turn affects the stock market. But see, what he's trying to do is he's trying to wound the stock market, right? He's self-inflicting himself in order to bring in the charagma, right? Because then now that's going to be a negative report for November, right? Because you got to remember, they do reports according to holidays, right? The stock market is set up to according to these holidays, most of it, right? I mean, you got your rare cases that it may be some new invention or something comes out or something, or someone knows something, and they'll they'll do some in-house trading, and they know these different things. But for the most part, it goes into these holidays. When Easter comes and Valentine's Day, and it affects the stock market. Christmas, it's going to affect the stock market, which a lot of people are in dire straits. You got even Edomites saying they're talking about canceling Christmas, right? Right? Yeah, can you get the she that's my enemy? Was it 410? 410? I don't know. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Because this is going to affect you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women and the Edomites, because really a lot of them are on the EPT, right? Oh, 7 and 10, yeah, there it is.
It's Micah 7 and 10.
I think that's it. Yeah, Micah 7 and 10. Gun, yeah. Yeah, get that, yeah, Micah 7 and 10. I know it's 10 in there. I don't know.
Start at 9.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Micah 7 and verse 9, and it reads, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh.
Yeah. We're going through it now. That's what we're out here for, to bear the indignation. That's what giving up your body as a living sacrifice, right? Because you could be doing anything on a Saturday. Like you said, you went through a lot through your work week. You know what I'm saying? The younger you showed up, and and you could say, hey, I'll put off going out here today, and I need to finish detailing my car, and I need to finish doing this. You could have did that, right? You could have did a whole lot of other things on your Saturday. But instead, you use it to come out and worship Yahweh Bashem Shai, man.
Yeah. And we know the scripture says, we were sold to the nations not for
our destruction,
but because we moved the Most High to anger.
Right.
So that's that righteous indignation. So, hey, that's why we're bearing his indignation right now, because it's our fault. Because I have sinned against him.
Right. Come.
Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
Right.
Verse 10.
Hey, but matter of fact, since you read that, go to is it Isaiah 3? Or is it let's see what it's saying. No, I think it's Habakkuk. Habakkuk at the top. Habakkuk 2. I think it's Habakkuk 2 at the top.
It says, I will stand upon my watch.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Habakkuk 2 and 1, and it reads, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Right.
And will watch to see.
Right, because this is what they're trying to build, the Tower of Babel. Sit us upon, this place that's spiritually, Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, the Tower of Babel, what they're trying to do, but ultimately our strong tower is Yahweh Shai, right?
And will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer.
Right. Through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that gives us a strong tower. That gives us a so-called a bird's eye view of what's occurring, what's happening, right?
When I am reproved.
Yeah, see? And this is where we're reproved, because what? Because of our indignations. We're going to bear our indignation. And that's where we're reproved. Right here. Right? You can go back to that little. Yeah, because this is that place, because Esau has his tower, but we have our tower. Our tower is Yahweh Shai. Right?
Yeah.
And our tower allows us to see the enemy coming in, and we giving forth that warning. Right?
It's also a hedge against the enemy, a protection.
Well, that's what you usually do when you fight an enemy. You want the higher ground.
Yeah.
That actually increases your chance of winning a war. You want the higher ground, right?
And it reads, verse 10, back in Micah 7 and verse 10, and it reads, then she that is mine enemy shall see it.
Yeah, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Indian women, right? And even you other women of the other nations, man, you have become enemy. You're the Me Too movement and all these different things. You have the children, and then you don't allow the man to be there in the child's life, and then you later on in life you got women complaining about how men ain't this and men ain't that. Well, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Indian women said you didn't need a man. You could do bad all by yourself. Well, yeah, you did do really bad because you didn't raise young men to be men. Now they don't know how to be carpenters and bricklayers and mechanics, and they don't know how to do nothing but use their emotions and bust a gun, right? And then you extol that on high because every chick, what's the name? MC Light. She was looking for a roughneck. So now every chick is looking for a roughneck, man. So you know, don't blame the men. Men ain't this, men ain't that. That's you. That was you. Bobby Brown. That was your prerogative. That's what you wanted to do. And now we got a city full of misfits, man. Right?
Degenerates.
Right.
Or as the scriptures calls them, wild bulls in the street.
Yeah, you can go into that if you want to grab that.
Yeah, come.
And then come back. You can grab it and then come back.
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. Let's get that. You know, because that's basically what our young people have become. You know, wild bulls in the street.
Yeah, full of bullshit, and all you is in the streets, causing nothing but havoc and trouble and this and that and this, and then even Esau's like the so-called black woman because he created all that, and now he goes, look at you, where's the fathers in the home? Well, motherfucker, you the one who set up the thing where the Section 8, which you're cutting off now, the Section 8 and all these different EPTs and all these things couldn't be with a working father, so that way he could train up his kids in the way that they should go, right? You know, ultimately it's supposed to be according to the scriptures. Train up a child in the way that he should go. But see, you knew that because then they would have some type of structure, which you know that because when you look at going back into those days with like Black Wall Street, they were saying one of the reasons why that was so successful is because all those people had a trade, and they were actually very good at their trades, right? They were dentists and doctors and mechanics, and there was a guy who owned his own airport. He was a pilot. He was teaching other people how to fly. It was a black pilot with his own black airport, right?
And the family dynamic
was intact.
There. Yeah, you had the man and the woman.
Right.
You know, I mean, now they were missing, you know, what we have now, but you know, on the carnal level, they had everything they needed to not just survive, but to excel in Esau's, you know,
well, they
world.
were exactly what they were doing.
Yeah,
they were excelling. They were thriving. They wasn't just surviving. They were thriving.
Right. But we were still under the curse still.
Right.
And the curse was that, you know, hey, Esau hated Jacob. And so he, you know, this man is never going to allow you, you know, to have any kind of autonomous wealth or succeed, you know, where he can't have a piece of that pie.
Right, because that's why he even corrupt the baseball. Remember the baseball? They came up with the major leagues. They started taking so-called, and they didn't really want with Jackie Robinson in there.
No,
it was just a way to put him on or stole him on high. And Jake, they can't stand, like, they're getting beaten. Like, if you're getting beaten in the head to get a sandwich, you're definitely gonna you can't wait to tear down the door and get a couple of thousands of dollars up to $1 million. And now they're getting hundreds of $1 million to play in these professionals. But if you're getting that money, why didn't you keep your own professional baseball team, your own professional basketball teams, and you will be making money hand over fist because all the talent comes from you. But hey, but this is the thing, they manipulated you women, right, to think, and these Jakes, but they manipulated you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, hey, and again, you know, Jake follows after their own lust.
Right, there you
So,
go.
you know, in a lot of aspects, Jake's overwhelming desire to want to be
Assimilated,
accepted by Esau, Edom, it had led, man, hey, your own lust leads to your own destruction. There was no legitimate reason why we should have been so overwhelmed to want to
get beat in the head and go eat a sandwich somewhere.
Fuck your white fountain.
Right, yeah.
You know? What was wrong with the so-called black water? It was coming from the same place. Why Jake so overwhelmed about wanting to drink from or go sit at the counter with the white folks? You know? And that segregation or desegregation led to our demise. You know? Because our that segregation did what? It caused us to have our own hospital, our own sports dynamics, our own schools, everything our own.
It forced you to look for your own what is it called, resources, your own thing, instead of waiting. And see, now that they have all the resources and we have to go to them, it's going, oh look, why is your situation so bad? If you're such a great people, look at you.
Right.
Look how you're in the ghettos, the slums, the this and that. You know? Right? But you set up the things so the woman will go against us, man. And create these baby kids, man. You know,
hey, and that goes into, you know, hey, woe unto him that putteth his bottle to his neighbor. And that's basically what Esau did. He put that bottle to us, you know, fed us all the mess that he did, and now, you know. Hey.
Yeah, get that and then get that what you just said.
Okay. Yep. This is Isaiah 51:20, and it reads, "Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net."
Right. Because they fainted when you go back into. Oh, matter of fact, can you get that real quick? That Genesis, the 49:8. Because they talk about who should rouse them up, and that's basically what happened. You fainted. You're in the corner. You rose up. You were, whoa, this is black power. You know, the Black Panthers. You're this, you that. You're functioning. You're doing things. But of course, they brought in the COINTELPRO, and they brought in you know, people to be the Judas, right? Judas goats, right? To kill the movement, right? But that don't make you stop. That should make you stop. But what happened? They brought in the drugs, the heroin, the coke, the crack, all these different things.
Jobs.
Yeah, the government jobs.
Yeah. Hey, that was a great movie. It's like, man, we went down there, bunch of angry. What happened? They gave them jobs.
Government jobs at that. Yeah.
I'm
gonna get you suckers.
Yeah,
I remember.
A great movie.
Right. Perfect. Beautiful.
This is Genesis 49:8. It reads, "Judah, thou art he whom thine brethren shall praise.
Yep.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies."
And see, that's what we're about to come into. We're about to go into these race wars, man. And it's going to be not what Esau expects, man. Right? Because this is thus saith the Lord. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies, man. And you're seeing that all around videos, man, where Jakes are getting in fights with Edomites right now, everywhere, right? Even the brother that was in in Canada, he was out there bringing out the scripts and had to toss up Esau, even though Esau pulled out a pistol that didn't have no bullets in it. But he pieced them up, man.
Pulled out the blicky.
Yeah, he pieced them up, man. And showed him, man, hey, look, I'm a servant of Yahweh Bashem I was shot. See, our hands are gonna be in the necks of our enemies, man. Right?
And brothers have warned for a long time, we ain't no choir boys. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, and he was very patient with that man too, you know what I mean?
And
very patient.
And that's what it is, man. That's where we're at, man.
But
that's how we must be,
that
man.
Patience is wearing thin, you know, and we know that
that's the Lord. That's the Lord.
We're waiting, but when the time comes, boy,
when the Lord raises it up.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Yeah, the rest of the tribes are going to get in line with this next. It ain't going to be a movement. It's just we're just going to move.
Carnage.
Right? It's going to be it's just going to be it's going to be halved at it, right? Because there ain't no choice. Your back is against the wall. Where else do you go? When you got the judges, the Supreme Court judges, and the president, your local administration, which they may can try to do something, but Trump is threatening to throw them in jail, so no one can do anything. Just the same thing what they're doing with this so-called Epstein list. They're threatening them, blackmailing them, or whatever. So now there's nothing but hush mouths. So then, there's no choice but to come out swinging, right?
And we also know all of that you see is just a giant facade. They're all on the same team, and they're all moving in the same direction. It's just the appearance of opposition. But you know what I mean? The same people threatening to bring out this Epstein thing are steady calling for it. They're on it too. You know what I mean?
Well, because it was the same thing on the opposite side when Biden was in office, and it was being said all the Republicans wanted to bring it out, but all of a sudden no Republicans want to bring it out. Which makes sense.
He wasn't. You think a professional Mossad agent was just going after one side? No, they want full control. Full control requires you to go after both politicians. You know.
Well,
so none of them have any kind of leeway.
He worked for the Israelis.
Yeah, I said Mossad.
Oh, Mossad. Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not ignorant to your devices, Satan.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Judah, verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up.
Right.
He stooped down.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Hey, it's trying to tell you something. Truly, Judah is a lion's whelp. That's dangerous. Go into a lion's whelp if you want to. You're going into a danger zone, right? But you know that by when you go into these certain ghettos, of barrios, reservations, those places are danger zones, man. Right? What was that? The one that they did in Training Day, the movie? The dude said, yeah, you couldn't come in there with nothing less than a platoon. And that's just one hood, right? Imagine all across America. But that's what he's setting up, man. Right? And yeah, you test the waters, and a lot of them jakes who were talking that big stuff in Chicago didn't really do nothing. But in the end, this is what thus saith the Lord. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies, man.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to go, You know, it looked bad, but the Lord, it tells you in the scriptures, the Lord's going to turn what Satan meant for evil for our good, man. This is going to be, it's really going to be the way out of here. So we actually need you to do that things because it fulfills prophecy.
Yeah. It says the good cannot come until the evil be done away with.
Right.
You know, and Babylon is evil incarnate. You know, the scriptures calls this man, you know, the border of wickedness. You know, if you don't think all of Alexander's generals, his generals, and those that came after him are not here, right? And what does the scripture says? Afterwards, many evils were done upon the earth.
Multiply,
you know? So, these same creatures are back here again, and now they can even further their wickedness with technology.
Well, Trump just made a bunch of people generals, remember? Just recently. So there you go. Yeah. That could be them men.
Yeah,
most likely.
Without a doubt. Yeah. You know, it says, thy hand, Salakia, thou art gone up, he stooped down, he crouched as a lion.
Right, you're doing the time of, like I said, the time of the Black Panthers and all these different movements. The Indian, what was it called? The Indian...
I know what you're talking about. You had the Brown Berets.
The Brown Berets.
The Indian, the indigenous movement.
The indigenous movement.
You know, and basically that was viewed as the young lions.
Indigenous rights movement.
Right.
Something like that.
You know.
Yeah. Brown Beret. They stood up. That was all. That's Israel, man. That's part of the tribes, man. They were all coming together at that. They had the same mindset, but then that kind of went around. It's like I said,
they got old. The lions got old. You know.
Yeah, because it said that you're like a bull in a wild net, and you have you fainted.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's part of that fainting away. Right. They brought in the crack. Actually, first it was heroin. Right. They brought in the Heron during the Nicky Bonds era, right? Nicky Bonds and Frank Lucas and all them dudes, all that area.
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War and all those things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then that's the same time of Esau's fall too, because he lost the Vietnam War. That's around the time that he started to fall off. Right?
When he went up, he started to go down.
Right.
Because that was around the same time when he claims he went to the moon, but he really just went into, well, he went under the water and did a Disney film, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know, that was a Disney production.
Right.
But yeah, he claims he went up, but he actually just went into low Earth orbit, where, you know, gravity is gone, so he can just, you know. But again, yeah, that's
another,
that's another
allegedly,
thing. Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah. Well, we know he's up there, you know what I mean, in space station and all of that mess.
But that thing was, but allegedly.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the allegedly. Yeah. Right. It says, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Right. And so when we're at that time, Donald J. Trump was really, that's the Most High.
Yeah.
Giving him that, man, go ahead.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, go on, put the military, you know what I'm saying? And that's through Satan. Satan speaking to him through the elites to him and telling them what to do. Right? Telling them to do that, you know what I mean?
Me just speaking as a man, that council happened again, and Nero was put in and made to do the different things.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
and in the end, that council is going to lead to Nero's demise.
Right.
You know?
Once again.
Who shall convince? What was the king's name to go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? What was the? Remember the council that the Most High had? Who will?
Ahab.
Yeah. And that council, man, hey. That council is happening again.
Yeah, another new one of the sun. Yeah, the Lord's doing it. Well, He do it on a daily basis. If you think about it, for each individual soul, but also for every nation.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Who won't lead them to this thing, to their own demise, man? You're gonna lead with your own lust, carry you away with your own lust.
Yeah.
Right?
What is Esau's lust? To put that daggone
Michael C. him
in everybody.
Right?
You know? That's says you want me to keep going in that, or down to how far you want me to? The scepter shall not depart from Judah.
Yeah, you could just that was pretty much the point, because I was just saying how they were that's going into where they kind of fell off. But then what? We're gonna rise up. That's showing that the Lord's gonna rouse Judah back up. Right? And then this goes into what Trump is trying to do, which really is ultimately the Most High. Because you see Jake, there's plenty of Jake, there's videos where Jake ain't being the little timid Jake. No, they like, tell him to bring that war on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, there's a lot of Jake saying, hey, nigga, let's go. What else you gonna do? There's no place for you to go. You know what I'm saying? You know,
matter of fact, let me finish that Isaiah 51 and 20. And says,
right, because this says, that kind of goes into it too.
Yeah, basically. It says they are full of the fury of Yahweh.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Hey, and when his fury is upon you, you know, hey, we felt that when he put his fury in Esau and had him do what he did.
Right, to us,
chattel slavery, to what he did to the indigenous people in this land,
and what he's about to do,
brothers.
To two-thirds, out of two-thirds is going to fill it, man, all over again.
Oh, yeah. You know, and this is his last go-round, you know, so the Most High is getting ready to once again.
Yeah, it says, Assyrian, the rod of my anger. The Lord going to let that rod come out, that anger, the rod come out again.
Yeah.
But this time, hey, man, you're going to get a lot of the two-thirds, but then, hey, the Lord's going to, it's going to be a shift in the earth, man. It's going to be a shift, right? So it's a beautiful movie called Trading Places. And that's a very spiritual movie. And that's what's about to take place. So we actually really need you to go to war with these inner cities, man. Please make them a training ground, right? You're not putting fear in the men of the Lord, right? It don't even sound like you're putting the fear in a lot of these little young Jakes.
Nah, because they're showing him opposition already.
Right.
You know? And then today they supposedly had another, quiet, no King's Day once again, you know. But Esau don't know how to really, you know. Esau needs Jake out there, and as long as they can't get Jake to come out, they not really, you know, they not doing anything. Once the Most High puts it on the spirit of Jake to stand up, who shall rouse him up? Hey, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Done.
You know?
Done, brother.
It says, okay, yeah, I'm going to read 21 and 22. It reads, therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Right, yeah. We're going into what you were talking about, though. The philosophies and shit that Jake basically swallowed. What we were saying, this is why the women and the men, the women got that wine to basically cast off their own men, and now there's just a bunch of degenerates. But then the men kind of got into that wine when they were looking at these places where, you know, for these institution of financial gains, right? You did away with your own baseball teams. You did away with your own golf courses. Jake was the one who actually created these things, man. The golf tee was created by Jake. Jake was heavy into golf. To turn around later on, they're telling Tiger Woods he can't play golf. He can't be in the golf. And then when he does, and then he wins, they make some joke like he's gonna bring, because you get to choose the food. And they say, yeah, he's gonna get fried chicken and collard greens, you know, and watermelon to try to laugh. But golf would be nothing without Jake, man.
Golf was a king sport, you know.
Right.
And it began over there in I think Ireland, if I'm not mistaken, Scotland, Ireland.
Oh, what? Well, you know? King James ruled that Ireland, and
you know.
Yeah.
And despite you devils
Jake's
thinking, you know, and that was truly. Hey, when we go into the fact that Esau Edom is actually the black, you know what I mean? He's actually the one that's negative.
Right.
And so what he just did a full, once he completely had us in a destroyed state of mind and in a full degenerate state, then he took upon himself as though he was the righteous and the, you know, look at, we play polo and, you know, you are the degenerate low-life, lice-eating, you know what I mean, wearing your clothes, not bathing, even to this day. That's you, you know?
Right. Matter of fact, that's funny that you said that, because it was a dude, a comic, that got on stage and he was saying that. He said, hey, there's a truth, a rumor, I want any white people in here said that y'all don't take baths that often. And what's crazy is someone actually admitted it. She was like, yeah. Only like 2 or 3 times. Three times I don't wash my legs. Yeah. So what about the rest of your body?
They don't.
She don't wash.
Their hygiene is like 0 to non-existent.
She goes at least 3 days without washing her legs.
You know.
Some shit the lady said. Yeah, some shit like that.
You know. And
I was like, oh my! I couldn't believe somebody actually agreed to that. Said something.
But when you listen to them,
but it said let their tongue fall upon them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They got it bad. They got it real bad with that mess, man. You know? It says, thus saith Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh and thy power that pleadeth the cause of thy people.
Right, yeah, and that's what's going to happen. The Lord's going to rouse Judah up and plead his cause. The hand should be in the neck of thy enemies, man. That's the time that's the time we're about to live in, man. Yeah, you're gonna massacre a whole lot of Jakes, right? Even so much that Ezekiel was like, Lord, are you gonna destroy all of Israel? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, Lord, are you mad at the trees and the sea and Lord, what's going on? God damn.
The water.
You angry
at the river? Hey, everything is getting ready to feel the wrath, man.
Right. If you want to get that, you can get that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The scripture says the whole earth is going to quake, man. It's going to shake real to and fro.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's that rage that the Most High is getting ready to have Yahweh Shai implement. You know what I mean? On this planet.
Planet Earth. Yeah.
You know? But I just want to get the receipts for what you said because, hey, Jake is going to get fucked up. But in the end, it says what here? It says, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling.
See, Jake gonna be scared because right now, Jake, you see Esau, you see the police, Jake running.
Yeah.
But we're coming to a time Jake ain't gonna be running no more.
He's gonna be running at you.
At you, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you people know what are you terrified more of? Jake in a rage state, because there's no control. You see now, there's no controlling Jake when he goes, you know, in his rage mode. There's no, and one Jake is equivalent, you know, to multiple Edomites. You know, you can go back to the beginning for that. One shall be stronger than the other.
Right.
You know, so when Jake turns it up, when the Most High turns Jake up,
man. Yeah.
You know, can you imagine the 10 or 20, you know, 2/3 Jakes turned up on you people, man? Hey, you gonna pay for you, and that's just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just
it says, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, thou shalt no more drink it again.
Right. See, there it is. That's it. Again, you should
again.
never no more drink it again.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
Right. So you're gonna, when you see it, you're gonna tremble. As soon as you see Jake, you're gonna tremble in your boots. You're gonna be afraid. Because one of the curses says that the curses that are upon you should be upon your enemy. It says that you should go in one way and flee 7 ways from fear. Yeah. So that's what's going to be on you. You're going to come in with your military. You're going to do all this shit, thinking that you're on this great thing, but you're going to flee 7 ways, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Because we don't really, we don't know all that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to do. But he could deflect the bullets because Esau depends on his right hand, which is the sword. So when he gets to gunning at Jake's and the sword is no longer effective, Esau done, man. Esau done when he can't use his sword to enact his
revenge,
right? And not even revenge.
But that's ultimately what it is. It's what he wants.
Well,
he wants
for that birthright, right. He's still mad over the birthright,
right. But yeah, because that's true what you're saying. Because the Lord, because I ran into some gang banging niggas in my life and had conversations with them, and some of the things that they tell you, sometimes they got into these gun battles and people were shooting, and he was like, man, it was crazy. He said, even a straight up gangster who doing all sorts of things in the world, he said he had to know God, it had to be God, because this dude was damn near point blank range and was fucking missing him. Yeah. So if that's, and you're talking about a goddamn 2/3 nigga, and the Lord was able to do that for him, how much more in that day with the elect, or even in that day when the Lord just he's changing. The changing of guard, so to speak. He's gonna take the cup of trembling out of Jake's hand and then put it in your hand, and you can't say you're not gonna drink it.
Hey man, and that's almost that's just to consider that, like, get that in your mind's eye what that looks like.
Get that too. Say, the one where it says or is that it? When they say is it in there? They should not drink it, but tell them that. They should drink it now?
Surely drink it.
Yeah, you should surely drink it, yeah.
All right, well, let me finish this and I'll get it. It says, that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street to them that went over. Right,
and that's how afraid Jake was at one point in time. Oh, whatever, master. Oh, you sick, master? We sick. You know? But all that's gonna fucking fade away. It's gonna be gone. Right? And it's the Lord is gonna put the cup in your hand. Right? And we're gonna have some good slaves. Right? Just as much as Jake be sucking and jiving for Esau, we're gonna have a bunch of Edomites shucking and jiving. Master, they doing something over there, man. I don't know what they do. I ain't a part of that, master. Right? Yeah, man. You know? They gonna be snitching on y'all, man. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
I was just a good Edomite.
I'm just a good Edomite. Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Hey.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Right? You got to meditate on these things like the apostles say.
Laughing on the inside a little bit. It's spilled over.
Right.
I was just a good Edomite, bro. I ain't like them other ones.
I ain't like them. Right?
Oh my goodness. This is Jeremiah 49:12, and it reads, "For thus saith Yahweh, behold."
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
don't forget about Yahweh Shai.
No.
He wants some of his. Okay, go ahead.
It's all bold right there.
I know, but
That's
him.
That's
the house. Yeah, I know.
Him. I know them. Yeah.
Well,
I put them together. Yeah.
Yahweh Shai won't, and he doing this. He can't, man. You can only imagine Yahweh Shai because it says like he can't. It says he's meditating on it. It's in his thoughts. So when you're he can't wait to come put his hands on you, man.
It's been but a couple of days.
You don't even know how much trouble you in, Esau.
Yeah.
The Lord is meditating on it, man.
Because you the one that hung him. You the one that crucified him. You the one that pierced his side. It was you. Yeah, no, it was us that sanctioned it and pushed it forward. But it was you.
Well, not us. It was
enacted
2/3.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
And when I say us, I mean Israel. You know what I mean?
Well, 2/3 Israelites. Less. We got to do like the. We got to differentiate. We're not those. We're those. What do they say? Traditional. We're not like those blacks over there. We're a different kind of. Yeah, we're a different kind of breed. Fuck that. Yeah, that's 2/3 Jakes. No, not us.
We're of that house, in other words, you know.
Right, I get you.
And basically, you know, hey, it was sanctioned by the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because the people, the actual people,
for their jealousy,
right.
So they were jealous of Yahushua and his ranking and his authority. They were mad. They was like, who is this dude? Come. Because they've been, you got to think these dudes is what, 50, 60, 70 years? They've been in power for a long time. To have this young dude, you got to think, Yahushua at 33, you're still young, bro. Have this young ass dude come over telling you, man, putting your ass in check and shit.
They say in the world, wet behind the ears.
Type,
you know.
Telling them, ooh, and then he was saying, ooh, he was getting them too. He said, well, listen, he said, what reason are you doing this? He said, well, then, let me tell you something. Was John of the father, or was he? And they said they feared because the people knew that John was a prophet, right? So then, and so you didn't want to say if John was of the Lord or was he not of the Lord. You were afraid. Why? Because you wanted to say he wasn't above the Lord, but you knew that was a lie, and you knew the people would get on your ass about that shit.
Hey, he was our example of the scripture. Hey, it should give you a word that they shall neither be able to gainsay
nor resist,
nor refute. You know what I mean?
Resist,
nor resist. So basically, hey,
that's what was happening.
That's what we have again now through Yahushua's sacrifice. Right. We have a word that can neither be gainsayed.
Well, his spirit is with
you.
Spirit with you. When two or three. Or I am in the midst. I am in the midst. So through Yahweh, he's actually here. Right. Now, in fact, if when you go into that, he said, don't worry about what you will say in the time. So who's going to tell you what this Yahweh shot?
He's going to put the words in your mouth, in your heart. Yeah.
Right.
You know. And they not, hey, they may be able to, to just talk out of their ass, but hey, they gonna get cut. Just the same way that the scribes and the Pharisees did back then. Hey, when the woman came and they all came and it was like, wrote in the sand, and a lot of people surmise he was probably writing their sins, those accusers. Writing that in the sand. And basically, hey, once again, we're back in that we're in that position.
Back in that lot. Yeah.
We're in
our lot. We're in our lot. Yeah, because that's where you want to be at, man. Right? Prophesied the downfall of this place, man. Right? Go ahead.
So continuing on, says Jeremiah. Where am I called? Who was we at? Jeremiah. Salakia.
We were in the cup. What was it? The cup?
Back in Jeremiah 49 and 12, and it reads, "For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup."
Right. It's beautiful, yeah, because it wasn't meant for us to go into slavery technically, but when you sin, hey, you have to bear the indignation of your sin, right? So we had to drink of that cup.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't designed for us because it was meant for Adam to come into the earth, rule, and it said subdue it. Right? And because he didn't subdue it, we're here drinking. We had to drink of the cup. Right? But
have assuredly drunken.
yeah, we did. We definitely drunk that shit. Look where we're at.
Man.
Look where we're at. We're behind enemy lines.
Man.
Right?
Dregs all of it. Said, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Right, yeah.
That's
all
what, yeah.
together should go unpunished.
And
Yeah, because like you said, we drunk all of it. Matter of fact, the verse you read said that. The dregs of it,
yeah,
right?
the dregs
All
thereof.
of it,
Yeah.
right? We drunk it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Says,
But
and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go
you
unpunished.
ain't gonna go unpunished. Hey, that cup is gonna go from them, Judah, Israel, right? Well, I should say all 12 tribes trembling,
Yeah.
to giving it into your hands where you're gonna tremble,
Hell yeah.
right? Yeah, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the children of the Most High, man. We're the children of God, man.
Says, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Yeah, you're gonna drink of the cup of slavery, the cup of trembling,
You know?
right?
Hey, and what does the scripture say? Give double unto her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for what you've done to us, and you would think, and this is how you know too that Esau has no concept on the scriptures, because the scripture says that you're going to get double what you did unto the Most High's children. You would think that these devils would be begging,
at least a little more.
pleading, doing everything in their power. You know what I mean?
Show mercy,
to
but
show some kind of mercy,
right?
to
But they
get
never-
mercy.
Yeah.
You know, and this is why it says that you're not going to receive mercy when the time comes.
Yeah, those that have not
you
given
showed
mercy
no
should
mercy.
not receive mercy.
You know? It says, continuing, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Ooh. You know that. Hey, that's definitely gonna happen.
A reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
You
know?
Yeah. So the Lord swore by Himself.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know that's definitely gonna happen, man.
America is that new Basra.
Right.
Esau Edom, aka white, aka Spaniards, aka Germans, aka French.
Right.
You know, you can no
The-
longer run and hide.
Right.
That
Portuguese.
white covering is no longer, you know what I mean, hiding you.
Portuguese.
Right. Portuguese.
Yep.
You know, all of that, man. All of it. Swedish.
Swedish.
Hey, none of it's
Swedish,
hot.
Swedish,
None of you people are hiding anymore.
Right.
That covering cast has been lifted.
Right.
And you're visible. Your skirt is showing. The Most High is revealing your naked parts. And ugh,
Oh,
you know?
right. Yeah.
Ugh, brother. Ugh, what is that? You know, hey, you nasty, Esau. You're nasty, and it's been revealed.
Right.
You know, and the thing is, you've drugged down. You know what I mean? 2/3 of our people, hey, following the lust of their own heart, wearing right with you.
You good?
Man, hey, you know, hey, yeah, we're good because I can keep going. And this
I mean-
Jeremiah 49.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm at a rumor.
Yeah.
Let me know how far you want me to go.
No, if you good, if you feel like this, you know what I mean. So, but no, matter of fact, because you just said what you call. Matter of fact, go to Isaiah 47. Since you said that the nakedness, right? It look bad. You looking nice.
Looking nasty.
You nasty. All sorts of cellulite, right?
You said 47?
Yeah, 47. I think it's it should be 47 and 3 or maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, it's probably 3 when it goes until it's either 2 or 3.
Nakedness.
Right, yeah.
This is Isaiah 47 and 3, and it reads, start at 1.
Right.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Come on. Well, there you go. Hey, because what? This place has never been actually really attacked on a true level, on a true scale. Which this time you're going to be attacked on all levels. It's going to be inner fighting, and it's going to be outer fighting. Right? It's going to be attacked on all levels, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because before, your thing was, allegedly, the what's it called? Pearl Harbor was a so-called act of the Japanese and so on forth and this and that. So
yeah, we know better than that now.
Yeah. Allegedly,
you
they
know.
attacked you.
Right.
Allegedly, the so-called September, 11 was something. Allegedly, someone else came and did these things, but we know that a lot of these things were, false flags. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hey,
right?
and this is why it says.
Right, because you're technically a virgin, but
right.
you're gonna lose when you lose it's gonna be a violent losing your virginity, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't know,
you're gonna pop the cherry in a violent manner, man. It says, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrust down. Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
And that daughter of Babylon is America.
Right.
That this is that place.
Right.
It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, no King's Day.
Right. That's beautiful. No King's Day.
No King's Day for you, throne. Esau, Edom.
Yeah.
None of y'all are gonna make it past what's coming.
Come.
It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right.
Hey.
The people who came in, pretty much like the Jesuits, and they came in and crept in and did their little witchcraft and all these other different things to basically push themselves into prominent powers within the government, which that's what they did now. I was reading an article saying that Trump has more billionaires in his administration than any previous president.
Yeah, there used to be a time when now he openly salutes his billionaire donors. Right. These
are those Chaldeans. Yeah. Those are those Chaldeans, because they're there with the witchcraft, right? They're there to say, let's make it illegal. Let's take away the First Amendment, and that's basically what he's doing. He's slowly but surely taking away the rights for you to do this and do that, and then he's doing it like in a back doorway. Well, if you burn the flag, and if you do this, then you're exciting this and that, so that's a criminal offense, and you'll do prison time, and you'll do this and that, and then pretty soon they could just say you excited a thing and you didn't burn no flag, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, and all you people out here on this so-called protest thing, man, they just basically taking
the information, right? Yeah,
information. They're
testing
the contract.
I was just going to talk about that contract tracing.
Yeah.
And then even if you're just passing by the area,
Yeah. Oh,
they
man.
may lump you in. I was just thinking about that.
Facial recognition system.
Yeah. They tested
You
it
know
all
what I mean?
out.
That's all it is, man. And they need a bunch of y'all out here so they can make it all set. Man,
Set it all in motion.
all of the groundwork is being put in motion in order for Esau Edom to bring about this NWO system.
Right.
You know, everything is put. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because basically it can't. The good can't happen until the evil be done away with. You know what I mean? It says, you know what I mean? The wickedness must come to a head.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Good. Perfect.
Evil must, you know what I mean? Man.
Yeah, it must flourish.
It must, yeah.
Flourish, yeah.
And we're seeing it now. We're seeing all of these things. Everything that our elder apostles and those before them, you know what I mean? And things that only our elder apostles brought forth. All of this is coming into fruition.
Right.
You know? They now can sit back and okay, yeah, we told you, you know? And when the we told you souls begin to flow,
it's gonna be
louder.
It's gonna be way louder than all you
know,
all
naysayers,
gainsayers. Yeah,
you know, we don't have the mark. We repented. Okay, stupid. You know what I mean? As it say, stupid. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You keep playing that game over there, you IUIC people. You know what I mean? You gonna win the prize that you play the game.
You allotted yourself.
You know what I mean? Cause you know, you just don't even use common sense.
Oh, that's going
let alone any kind of spiritual mindset.
They threw that out the window being part of IUIC.
Man,
Just in the beginning, I guess.
From the word go,
right?
You know, well, not from the word go, but whenever he took that bag, who we will remain nameless.
And once he stopped using the name,
right?
That's when it was time to go.
You know, he took the bag,
right?
Allegedly, you know.
Right, it was time to go.
Why else would you have as much knowledge as he has and understanding, and know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is fixing to lay this place low?
And then what's crazy, even the apostles put the video out, him doing like a damn near 2-hour video.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Perfectly breaking down the name.
Man.
Perfectly showing you there's no way that his name can be any other thing but Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai is his son's name.
All extra emotional with it, all kind of, that dude is, says, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, yeah.
Take the millstone.
Yeah, because nobody's looking at this place as a place of prevalence anymore.
No.
You ain't called tender and delicate. Oh my God, great America. Matter of fact, there was a dude saying, hey, he didn't think in his lifetime. He said, because what was he, Indian or something? He was from somewhere. But he said all his family came over here, and this was like the place. But he said now, no one really wants to come over this way. Nobody wants to come to America. It's just not that great of a place now.
Because reality is beginning to set in.
Right.
And that's another scripture that's getting ready to be fulfilled, where all of these people are going to go back where they came from, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are, they realizing that the end of Babylon is nigh, and they're going to start fleeing Babylon, man. Those that have the ability,
they're going to be profitable, because the whole point, them to come here, make their money, and send it to their homeland where it was more profitable because this money was worth more.
Right.
But if this money is worth less, then what's the purpose of me being here?
Pun intended.
Right.
Worth less and worthless.
Right.
These FRNs it really is no value now anyway. The dollar and what you're seeing.
Well, just the power, the military.
Right.
The military is where it has the power.
Because
as of now, but they're gonna see pretty soon. Like you said, they should. What would you read?
It says
they should.
They shall no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, see, because now the money's not that tender.
Yeah.
What was it called? Legal tender. Right, kind of.
Yeah.
Right. So now it's not delicate. It's not that where it was at one point in time.
No.
So
it doesn't have the weight that it once carried, and that's why you're seeing what we see now. Where back when I was a kid, you could buy a 25-cent bag of chips, and it would be busting open with chips. And as the dollar value shrunk,
right,
now
You can buy a big bag.
Right. It takes you a $5, and you got the same amount of chips that used to be in the 25-cent bag. You know, they never increased the amount of chips. They just increased the bag and put more air in it. You know, and now now
you're paying $5.
You know, now
I tripped out on that because I remember when it was like it went from $1 something, and we thought that was expensive. Then it said $2. Then we're like, damn.
Right.
Then it went to like $3 something, and now you go in there, you go in the store, spend $5 for a bag of chips.
Right. An ordinary, just little, you know, what used to be in the grocery store you could get for, you know, now all of it, and it's progressive. Soon it's going to get to the point where the elders spoke of
hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation. You look at it.
Grab it
I'm not giving that. Put it down.
Grab it when
come back down the aisle. It just went up $10-15. You know what I mean? That's how. Hey, that's what we're coming into. You know, hey.
And that's when you're going to go into the truly the bare essentials.
Yeah.
It's going to be and then you better get it in that moment, because by the time you get to it's going to change maybe before you even get to the counter. So
yeah. Especially with the digital system, now they'll be able to manipulate. See, right now there's they might have a sticker, and they don't even do that anymore. Really,
some places
they stopped.
Don't,
they stopped because they used to put the sticker. So hey, there's the price. Now, hey,
they wait till you get to the
now that's
especially in probably them little mom and pop store. They'll wait till you get up there and then
they charge you what they want to charge you for it. Yeah, you know.
This is a nigga. I'll charge you whatever.
Right. Hey, and you know, hey, this whole trade thing with China, hey, that didn't just de-escalate. The dude is steady escalating it.
Yeah, we just did it to 200% or something.
Right, because they shut him down from the rare earths. Right. You know what I mean? China is the #1 producer by multiple countries of rare earth minerals. And they got tired of playing with the orange Cheetolini.
Right, and they were saying that they need that the material so they could build missiles.
Right, everything.
Which basically
chips,
missiles, but it's mostly for the missiles because that's America's power is the military. So with them not having those material, it basically halts them being able to make missiles and being able to have that power within the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know. So, hey, check and checkmate, right? Yeah, that's basically what he's doing.
Hey, these countries are subverting America's power.
Right.
And soon, the Most High. Hey,
you're not delicate. You're
not delicate anymore. You know what I mean? And that great millstone is about to come upon you.
Right.
And you know, hey, again, verse 2, Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river.
Right, yeah.
You know, hey, we're seeing America's nasty.
Yeah, the mill.
You know?
Yeah, that going into a millstone is for food. So the food rationing is going to be like what we were saying. It's going to be different, right? Food rationing is going to be hella different. It's not going to be where it was at. So you got people storing food. You got some people who's just going to go without. They're going to be going starving, right? And then also going to grinding the mill goes into work, right? So you're going to be in the last working season of being able to work, right? Because they're about to bring in the AI and all these different things. So, you know, so ain't gonna be much work left. So go ahead and grind the mill, do your work, do what you're doing, and then go ahead.
You know, and this is basically going into America being, you know what I mean, exposed for what it is, who it is. Like you were saying earlier, nobody wants to come here anymore. Everybody is seeing this place is not the place for opportunity. You know, hey, what is his name? George Carlin said, hey, the only way you can experience the American dream is you have to be asleep. Because if you're awake, it's a nightmare. You know, there's no time of rest here. You're constantly and perpetually always in motion just to survive.
What
you know what I mean?
What they call a rat race, right?
Right, rat race.
Yeah, that like that. Grind the mill, just constantly work, do this thing, and you still won't make enough.
No.
Right?
Yeah. You're always perpetually, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know, I always, you know, hey, right after I pay the rent, I'm starting to save up to pay the rent.
Right, for the
You know
next
what I
one,
mean?
yeah,
Because it's coming. You
Yeah.
know, and it's getting higher and higher. You know, they're setting rent at market rates. But why? Why do you need to set yours at the market rate? You know, because these people are realizing they can get richer and richer and richer, and they don't really
yeah,
care.
they can uptick it,
Hey,
up sell it, yeah.
you know, if you get
Up
hurt
hike
in
it,
the
hike it.
process, you're bad. You know,
Which
You know?
mostly is going to hurt them, because then who's going to be able to afford it? And then when all the jobs and everything is taken, and then AI is not coming to buy your place, so it's going to affect you in a minute. So you're simple, man. But then it proves it that, you know, the thing with this, the Lord said, he that is younger than me have me in derision, right? Yeah. So this is it's showing you're like little children, man. You don't have enough sense. Who told you to uptick the thing? It's AI can't come by. A computer don't sleep. They don't need a place to rest. They don't need anything like that, right? Because what's going to happen is the government's going to come buy out your stuff, and thus and even you going to end up in that as government housing, right? Because they're planning on wiping away the middle class,
Yeah.
right?
They've already done it to a
Right?
great degree.
They're gonna buy you out, and after buying you out, you're gonna have to put all your money in a digital currency, and just by some type of thing, oops, your money's missing, and we have no way to know where you're at. So now you're down here with the regular poor people.
Yeah.
We're sorry,
It's going to be super
Right.
rich and super poor. That's what's
Right.
coming.
because
There'll
what
be
was
no
that
in-between.
thing with the what was that? What's it called? The Silicon Valley, that Silicon Valley bank. The dude had $10 million in his bank. That thing happened with whatever, some type of thing in the system where the money got taken. In the bank, they have that FICA, whatever it's called, but it only covers
FDI, federally insured.
yeah, but it only covers 200.
20, I think 20
20
racks.
Yeah, 200. No, I think it's 200,000, or yeah,
It could be.
something like that.
Based
It's
on what you have, yeah.
But yeah, probably 200,000. But 200,000 ain't shit to your 10 million. So out of 10 million, you ended up with 200,000.
Hey,
I
another
mean, more than a lot of other, but it's not 10 million.
Hey.
So anything can happen in this. I mean, why trust in this system, bro? Why
Hey.
trust in this place, man? Why? What is wrong with you, Jake? Especially you, Jakes, you Israelites. I mean, we can see why the Edomite trust. I mean, this is supposed to be his world, but it's really not. He's a two-time loser, and he has to try to hang on to this. But you have no reason to hang on to this. Our kingdom's coming, man.
Hey, and
Right?
another good illustration was Yeezy.
Oh yeah, because he was about to be a
Yeezy,
billion. Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
a billionaire.
Yeah, yeah.
He had to deal with
Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had all kind of shit, and then all of a sudden, man, he was down to being a pauper millionaire.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
400 million.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And trust me, 400 million to a billion to.
Oh yeah, that's a whole yeah. You took a big hit. I mean, of course, we like shit 400 million, but when you a billionaire, you're up to this. Yeah, that's a hit, man.
You know, that's a hell of a hit.
You can see why the dude going around talking crazy and looking crazy. You know, I had billions.
And they
I was
took that
not a
on
regular,
the
not just a
sheer-
billion. You're
right.
talking hundreds of billions.
Yeah, they took that from
Hundreds
him
of billions.
on sheer his mouth. What you said, not something he did. They took it from him based on something he said.
Right, which I just did a lesson on going into that thing that they're about to bring in. You know, with a Palantir, but it's called social.
Credit score.
Social credit score. What
Yeah.
China's doing, they're
Yeah.
about to bring that, and they're showing you that
Hey.
through little small snippets.
Yeah.
But like what you're saying, that's a small snippet of showing you that social credit score because it's just something he said.
Hey, and they were showing that. I was watching a video. I'm not sure who it was, but they were showing how those people who have fallen below that socially acceptable credit score in China, man, they're laying on the streets. They
Wow.
can't get food. They basically look like Skid Row, man.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? They've been deleted from society. You know what I mean? And this is what's coming here, but what you have here is you got a lot of pew-pews. This is why they keep trying to have different incidents in order to shut that down. So these people ain't going to be on that same page.
They got to look for their crisis, right? Because even on my lesson, they were showing how China pretty much did the same thing. They somehow had an immigrant crisis, build up a thing, put a lot of people in jail, and then that was the snowball effect to basically putting in more surveillance.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Trump is, the exact same playbook. And so I did it. I just did that before I got here. I finished it up. But yeah, that's what you're doing. The same playbook that they did, and which is going to push more surveillance. And then once that's there, they're going to put it in one city, then the next place, and then pretty soon, hey, there's no turning back. There's no turning back.
And this is why he's so hell bent on trying to describe crime as a reason to have these crackdowns and martial law, bring about martial law. You know, oh, this city is rife with crime, so I need to send in, you know, the National Guard, the military, you know.
But
it says, verse Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
there you go. Right. I will take vengeance, which is the vengeance of the Lord. So that's what I'm telling you.
Right.
The Lord is meditating on this.
And the scripture says, vengeance is mine, I will repay. You know? So Yahweh Shai is coming, you know what I mean, to bring that payback.
Is that in 61? He says, I meditate? Or is it?
What?
I think it's Isaiah 61 down, because it says I'm meditate. I think it's 61 because it talks about who's this coming from Basra, but then when you go down, it talks about from 61. Or is it 60? The 63 then? 62. Because what? Yeah. Yeah. They said.
It says, who is this that cometh from Edom?
Yeah, from Edom, Dagon. But if you go down a little bit, it talks about how he's meditating.
Vengeance is in
my heart, right? Yeah, that's dealing with the day of. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's Isaiah 63 and 4. And
4, yeah, there you go, 63 and 4. Yeah,
for the day of vengeance, matter of fact, might as well just get it off. Let's start at 1. It says, Isaiah 63 and 1, it says, who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra?
Right, that's this place, America, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. This place is Basra, right? And the Lord's going to kill many. The Lord says the blood should be up to the horse's bridle. Right? The slain of the Lord shall be many from one end of the earth unto the other. Right? And it's not that the Lord actually going to have blood upon him. It's just that's how many people are going to be slain. It's going to be a high number of deaths, which that's already happening. Right? These different floods, it just killed several people in Mexico. Heard about the flood in Mexico? Over 12,000 people died in the flood in Mexico. Right? So this is the time that we're living in, man. The Lord's killing people in mass numbers, and several people are injured in the flood in Mexico.
I saw those mass graves in Basra. I mean in Gaza, where they just a bunch of blue bags and bodies in a big.
See, but even there you go. The big, a mass grave, showing you that this is what the Israelis been doing, but really that's the Lord. The Lord is causing mass death to happen at one particular time, man. The judgment is here. Like a lot of people ain't seeing it, man. They keep thinking things is afar off, man. It's not far off, man. Especially right? We go to the Sam's Club over here. They just built a new Sam's Club over here in Tempe, and you know I went to Sam's Club and go in there, and it was like, just to let you know, there's no cashiers. I don't know cashier. They say, you have the app? I was like, yeah, I put it in the app because I had it at the other one. He's like, oh, well, this store's not like the other store, the other Sam's Club store. There's no cashiers in here. Everything's through your phone. So when you buy something, you're basically paying for it right through your debit card, right through your phone, and you walk out the store. They're already prepping you for the MRK, right? For the Carragba Graffle. They're basically programming you that this is going to be the norm. You're going to walk in, grab your stuff. It's going to pay for it as you walk out. They're already preparing you. So this thing being afar off is not far, right?
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Yeah, the second coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai, our big brother,
and that
our Lord, our King.
That fathership.
Right? That fathership, yep.
Yeah. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yeah. He's coming to save the elect, man. Right?
It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
Right. A lot of people are going to be slain in these days, man. But
and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Hey, like going back to Genesis. He said the same thing in Genesis 49:8. He talks about being in the wine press.
Okay.
Right. You're gonna tread them like grapes. And the blood of the grapes is going to be upon, which is basically symbolizing you people, man. The Lord's going to crush you like grapes, man. But the Lord said that in the Apocrypha, he said that he have a cluster. Out of that cluster, he have a cluster that he's going to save. Out of all these grapes that he's gonna burst. In fact, can you get that? The Lord is going to save that cluster. Right? Yeah, it's in the Apocrypha, right? Because the Lord's he got a grape that he's gonna save out of that cluster. And that cluster of all you people are gonna be destroyed. You're gonna get killed. The blood of the grapes are gonna be all over the earth. The blood is gonna be up to the horse's bridle. The slain of the Lord shall be many, man. Right? The Lord is not for to play games, man. Right? Got it?
So you have, let's see, man. There's, get a second address.
Well, he's talking about he's gonna save the cluster.
Yeah, it's one in Isaiah, one in second address.
Oh, you can get them both. The main one I'm talking about is the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
Is that
address? And we'll start. This is second Ezra 9 and 18. It says, and now when I prepared the world which was not yet made, even for them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For when everyone obeyed, but now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves.
Right, yeah. See, that's ultimately, because this world became basically, well, it talks about it being a degenerate plan. This place came into corruption, and so that corruption is gonna lead you to destruction. So this place, it's gonna be destroyed, basically. There's no holding on to this. It's done. This place is done. It's finished, right?
So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices.
Dangerous, right? Because that's what Trump is setting up. They're going to set up all these different devices, and the MARK is definitely a device that they're going to use right along with these with the AI and the robots and all these different things that they plan on using, and also what the social credit scores, right? These are all devices, man, right?
That were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
So as the Lord destroying these people, and the Lord said that it's going to be like him treading the wine press alone, and that the wine, the smash of the grape, it's making this like this, like this, splashing of it, right? So, therefore, this is the time that you should know that the Lord is going to judge many in this world, man. Right? Great death is coming to this place. Right?
It says, verse 22, let the multitude perish then,
right,
which was born in vain.
Right. See, there's going to be a great multitude, like we were saying. Multitudes are perished. Let the multitude perish then that were born in vain. Right?
Man.
Because the Lord's only dealing with the elect. So the Lord's taking that cluster of grape out to save it, and the rest of you grapes, so to speak, are going to get crushed. Right? You're going to get smashed into pieces, man. Right?
And let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right, yeah, that's the elect, man. The hopeful elect, which will be the elect, and they will be perfect. We will be in the image of Yahweh Shai, man. Perfect. Right? As he is, so are we. Right? Part of that number, right? But
verse 2 back in Isaiah 63. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garment like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right, see? That's Yahweh Shai all day, bro.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there were none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury.
Right.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment.
Right, there it is.
And I will stain all my raiment.
Right, yeah. See, and that's what's his name? Oh, that's one. Yeah. But what's his name? Vocab Malone. He's always worried about what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna do something? You should do it right now. Do it right. He's trying to egg it on, like trying to get Jake's trapped up. But in that time, the Lord said, "I will do it alone." Right?
Hey, speaking about that degenerate, I want to know why he never got around to calling Bibi and telling Bibi that Amalek was done away with. When Bibi just recently said that the Palestinians were the Amalekites. Why didn't Vocab call him and tell him,
wait. He pulling up on brothers. He catching flights all the way to London.
Right.
Hey, from the trip from London to Israel wouldn't be that far.
No, not at all.
Just go right on down.
Take a quick jaunt over there, like ask for Bibi, Milkowski, and tell him, hey, man, Amalek is done away with. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Right. You're making me look bad.
Right.
You're making me look bad.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
Okay, see, there you go. In his mind, Lahab is my heart. He's meditating on it. Yeah, that's the point I wanted to make right there. But hey, it got better. Hey, see?
Yeah,
that's beautiful. It got good. It got good.
Gotta get all that meat.
It got good.
And the year of my redeemed is come.
Right, yeah, you see, and now it's at hand, man. So when the Lord puts the hand of Jake in the neck of their enemy, man, hey, the year of Yahweh B'Shem Shai's revenge or vengeance is come, man. So listen, we need you to do these things, right? Good on it?
I'm gonna go all the way to 6. It says, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury upheld me. So his rage is going to be...
the righteous right hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. My own hand, right? What does it say?
Yeah, it says, and mine own arm brought salvation unto me.
Unto him, right? Because what? The Lord basically made that payment. Esau ain't just going to give it up, right? Because if that's the case, we know that we're the Israelites. We've proven it time and time again. And then, like what you bring out earlier, that no one should be able to gainsay or resist. So we've already accomplished that. So we know we have to be the people. When we're breaking down the Bible in such a way, no one can gainsay. But what about this? Well, what about when it says Gentiles here? Well, ye men of Israel. If you go down further, you're like, oh, right, right. You that follow me through the regeneration, right? So, showing you all these different things, showing you that it's all about Israel. And it's all about a predestination, and that predestination is for the nation of Israel. So you have to be the elect. So
the word world is cosmos.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and there's more than one world.
Right.
We proved it, man. So many ways, sliced and diced them, showing you that the heathens are what? As a drop of a bucket.
Right.
As a drop that falls from a bucket. Or the small dust of what? Of a balance.
As spittle.
Yes, as spittle, but it says that the small dust on a balance, right? If you put a balance beam, you put a little, it ain't gonna move nothing. It's not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
You're not
they
gonna
are,
wipe that
they are,
dust off
it says
somewhere
that they are
else.
nothing. They are less than nothing.
And
So
be
we're
like unto.
no, that's in the other verse, but yeah, that's the precept. That's in the apocrypha, but yeah. That one's in Isaiah 40, right? But we prove it time and time again. Like you said, precept upon precept, but being that you're even saying it like that, that's an apocrypha, which they try to tell you it's not canon, but somehow it lines right up. Yeah, right. But see, it lined right up. Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's showing you that it's canon. It's very canon.
You got all the salt. The apocrypha got the salt and the pepper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right.
You gonna get it. I'm gonna
Thunder,
grab this verse 6.
the lightning and the thunder.
Right.
Boom,
And
boom.
with those come the what? The mud.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, you call down the rain. You gotta be ready for the mud.
Right. Yeah.
It says, verse 6, and I will tread down the people in mine anger and make them drunk in my fury.
Right. Going to that cup. Beautiful. Going back and saying, because they're gonna take that cup, right? Yeah. And you can't refuse this cup. You're gonna take the cup.
Gonna drink it.
And they shall drink it. You're gonna drink this wine, and you can't refute it. You're going into slavery.
Yeah.
You're gonna be and when this place is already confusion, right? It's Babylon. It's confusion. So you're gonna go into even a more stupor and a more confusion. You hey, bro.
And it ain't gonna be no chaser with it.
Nah,
and it ain't gonna be no hold your nose while you're gonna drink that cup down, and you're gonna
to the dreads.
Hold you in a choking lot, and you're gonna drink it. You're gonna drink every bit. Hey, gonna spoon the rest of it out that you can't. The thick goober parts of it, you're gonna get double, and then we're gonna pour it again, and you're gonna double up on your cup. It says,
yeah, that's the killer part. It's a double. It's a double cup.
Double unto
double
you.
Shot.
So hey, we drank the cup, but you got 2 cups. You know.
Right.
And a pot to an impossible. You got a spades hand coming. Worth for dregs. It says, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's your military. These satellites and shit that's up in the sky that don't have no business being up there. You don't have no business being up there.
Space junk,
garbage, fake trash. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All it has to come down, man.
You got plastic. You got islands of plastic the size of Texas, just floating around the ocean because it can't be destroyed.
But yeah, they said there's plastic in outer space so much it could wrap around the moon 3 or 4 times and shit. So yeah, and the moon is huge. So. Yeah. You're degenerate, man. Yeah. You're unfit to rule, bro.
You shit where you eat.
To rule. Right.
You know, you shit in your food, and everybody else's. You know. You know. Hey, you poison. You poison the same air.
Do a commercial and make it look good.
Right. You know.
Thanks, kids. Look at this. Look at me.
You know, hey, the brother some time ago bought out the whole shit burger thing. You know what I mean? You literally are, you poison the air. You got to breathe the air. You contaminate the water. You got to drink the water. You know what I mean? You violate the earth. Hey,
but they figure they got the money, so they can break down use the technology to break it down and make it clean and make it better, make it taste good, this and that. But guess what? if you didn't fuck it up, you wouldn't need a machine to break down the water and to clean it up. You don't need a fucking laser that goes through and kill microorganisms. They got machines for the water that their laser that goes through the water, not at a high temperature that it dissipates all the water, but high enough that it kills microorganisms, so the water comes out clean and good, right? So,
and this is why we know that hey, if I may real quick, this is Revelations 11 and 18, and it reads, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Right.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Right.
And that's you, Esau, Edom.
Yeah, we're coming to that time where the Lord's going to raise up the elect, deliver the elect, give them those crowns, and then you're gonna be destroyed, right?
Your
Obadiah
reward
1 and
is
18.
swiftly approaching.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me get the. Matter of fact, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Just kind of go off of the point which you was talking about. Because I know it's talking about Jake, but like we was talking about how the curses that's on us are going to come upon Esau, right?
This is Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
And we know Esau, he takes the laws of the Lord and casts it behind him. He's a deaf adder. Yeah, we didn't listen because we were being disobedient, but then the Lord set up the elect that will be obedient in order to deliver us, that the Lord will have that cluster out of the grapes that he's destroying all these people in the world in high number, but there's a certain amount of people, 1/3, that the Lord is going to save, right? Just for his purpose, for his name's sake, right? And the rest of you are going to destroy, but you don't listen at all. So if the curses that's on us are going to come upon you, right? Go ahead.
Says, but if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, thy power.
Right, and God is the God of the universe. He's the Father of spirits. He's not your God, but he is the Father of spirits. In which, going back into the time of Cain and Abel, he was meant to be your God too, but you disobeyed, man. That's why you had to get the curse of Cain. You had to get the leprosy, man. Right? Showing you that you're not the Lord. You got the curse, basically, right? Right? The one that the Lord, what's it, the curse that the Lord hated them, what, forever? Right?
Ever.
Right? But
it says to observe to do all his commandments,
right,
and his statutes,
but you know who you want to do,
which I have commanded thee this day.
Because you're in the land of uprightness, as the scriptures say, in the land of uprightness, and he will not do good, right? Though you're in the land of uprightness, you ain't gonna do any good, right? If you can get that.
Yeah, I get it. It says, let me finish this. It says, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, now it's coming off. And see, now when we're saying you're going to drink of that cup, you ain't going to be able to put it off. It's going to overcome you and take you, and you will not be able to put it off. No matter how much you're running, right? And that's what you are anyway, right? You're a vagabond, right? He's running from justice. No matter how much you're running, it's going to come and overtake you. No matter, there's no way to put it off. We try to put it off. We try to do what is all manner of different things, shuck and jive, being your bread circus, created all these different things. Everything that you experience because Jake created it, right? was it the shoe conveyor? Was a so-called black man made the thing where the shoes can print off a bunch of shoes at one time, right? You know, the AC, all these different inventions that Jake have created, and you shit on Jake like he's nothing, right? But how much more when you're nothing? You're really truly nothing.
Like this society would be anything without Jake. This is Isaiah 26:10, and it reads, "Let favor be showed to the wicked."
Right. So you got favors. The Edomites are on top. You got favor. You're in the land of Israel, right? You're the one who's winning. You're the international bankers, right? You're the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, right? You're the DuPonts. You're the Rothschilds, right? You're the one who's winning, right? You got favor upon you. Go ahead.
Yet will he not learn righteousness?
Yeah, see, you don't have any righteousness, and nor will you ever learn any righteousness. So that's why the curses are going to overcome you and take you. And you ain't going to be able to put the curses off. You're going to drink the cup that you gave to us. You're going to drink the cup of slavery, man. Yahweh Shai, that's why the Lord said it is on his mind, right? He's meditating on it, right?
Says, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
Right, see, and that's what you're doing through these different laws that they're passing, these different decrees that they're passing, right? They're dealing unjustly, right? They just was stopping the EPT, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Snap,
all these different programs.
Section 8, Trump
yeah,
shut all of that shit down.
You about to deal unjustly,
get rid of all your delicacies.
Oh, not even that. They got the Washington is still shut down, so all these people who work for the government ain't getting paid. That's unjust. It tells you in the scriptures that they're supposed to get paid every day.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pay a man daily according to the scriptures. You're not supposed to wait until the end of the week or 2 weeks later and get paid. You're supposed to get paid daily. You're supposed to get your daily bread, which is your money, right? And these people are employees of you, technically not fired yet. And they're talking about, all these people are talking about they got to get side hustles so they can still pay their bills because
it's mandatory for them to be still show up at work.
Right.
You know? It says, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh.
Right. And yeah, you ain't thinking about how great the Lord is and how powerful he is. You ain't extolling the majesty, because if you did, you wouldn't be trying to develop weapons, laser weapons that you think you can fight against Yahweh Shai, man. Right? You know? Let me get Jeremiah 51 and 30. No, wait. Get that afterwards. Go to Jeremiah 50 and 28, and then jump down to or no, is it 20? Yeah, start at 28 and go down to 30.
Jeremiah 50 and 28, and it reads, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh, our power.
Right, the elect is going to make it out of there, right?
The vengeance of his temple.
Right, the vengeance of the Lord's temple. The Lord's going to take vengeance on you, right? That's the time that we're living in. The Lord's going to save a cluster of the great, his people. He's going to save the elect, man. Right? But
it says, call together the archers against Babylon.
Right, see, and the Lord's going to destroy this place. So call all these different, of course, Russia, North Korea. North Korea can't wait to shoot missiles on this place, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to call him Rocket Boy or whatever? Hey, he going to show you how much of a Rocket Boy he is, right? Yeah. Rocket Man or whatever you want to call him. Hey, he about to show you that, man, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's part of this group right here.
The Persians, which is India, right? They're gonna shoot missiles on you. Your mother, England and France and all your allies,
Africa,
anybody, Turkey,
all of them.
All your
All of them,
allies.
man. All
the
your
ones that
allies.
used to be your allies,
Yeah.
yeah. Because some of your allies already, they were your allies. They switched over and be bricks. Now they bricks over there now.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. And they were just your ally.
And it's definitely, you can definitely see under Nero that he would do something to excite the whole world to anger. You know what I mean? You can tell because it's in that pride
Well,
is in
he was
his heart.
pissing them off the last time when he was in thing, when he was making it sound like everybody needed to bow down to America and bow down to him. And they was saying how many countries was pissed off about that.
Yeah, he's definitely had that what is that? His look was more stout than his fellows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Puffed up. Yeah,
he puffed at them. Yeah, you know. And that's Trump, man. Trump. Hey, you know, Trump and his minions that he's got in these different things. Hey, they're all a bunch of sycophants. They just kiss, you know, his derriere. You know, and they glad to do it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
It says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape.
Yeah. No, ain't nobody escaping. Right?
Yeah.
Because you can get your judgment. Judgment day is just that. Judgment. None shall escape.
Yeah.
Right?
Because if you're not already gone by the time this thing happens, you're not going to be able to get on a plane and be getting out of here as the bombs are blowing. It's gonna shut all of the EMP. Yeah. It's gonna toss all over. And anything flying is going down. Anything moving is shutting down. You're gonna be right there waiting in your judgment, man. You know, anybody that's still on the shores or above or below America, when the destruction comes, this is gonna be where you know, hey, when you open your eyes again, it's gonna be in the kingdom, in bondage. If you ain't a Jake.
Yeah.
The Negro, Latino, or Native American, so-called. It says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her.
Double, right?
For she hath been proud against Yahweh, against the Holy One of Israel.
And that's that double, do unto her. When you go into Revelation 18, it says, do unto her double. Right? Hey. That's what the 30?
Therefore, verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day.
Right, so you're going to go into World War III.
Yep,
right, you're going to lose. You ain't coming back.
Not even in a body bag.
But then you got your military here, which you have the Marines and the National Guard. They're going to die here. Right? They ain't going to make it. Yeah. Right? Right? Was that Isaiah 51 and 30, or just go up just above that one too? Isaiah 51 and 30, maybe start at 29, or what do you think?
It says prepare
no. Right, matter of fact, yeah, because that's 29.
Or 20.
29?
It's 27, 28. We'll start at 28 because if us don't, we'll just keep going higher.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 51 and beginning at 28, and it reads, prepare against her the nations.
Right, yeah, see? Yeah. That's what's happening, man. The nations are being prepared against you. All of them that bend the boat, prepare the nations against you. Go ahead.
With the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof.
Yeah, Russia, right? And basically going into, Ezekiel 38? Because you'll have all those different armies that's going to be with them. It says, what's up? You and your company, right? It talks about the company, right? The Mede, the Persians, and it goes into all those different countries that's going to be behind Russia. Yeah,
Russia's the guard too.
Rashar, Rashar, right?
Chief
Chief Prince, right? Yeah. Rashar, right?
Yeah.
Chief prince.
It says, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion.
Yeah.
Verse 29.
And all the land of his, right? Yeah.
And
Right, wiping America completely out, right? All this land. Yeah, go ahead.
And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon.
Going into what you said, the whole world's going to go to and fro like a drunkard, right?
To make the land of Babylon a desolation without inhabitants.
Right.
And that's how we know that it's not talking about the original Babylon, because they're still there.
Right.
You know what I mean? That land was never destroyed with fire. It says, verse 30.
Okay. Yeah.
The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight.
Yes, and that's them going to be here. They're going to be out here doing these No King's Day. That basically, like you're saying, these different things, these rallies, all these different things, going into what is it? Habakkuk 2, right? When it talks about they shall have a taunting word and a proverb against them, right? That's going into them basically protesting, right?
That, and they shall not adhere to their kings and princes.
Right.
It should be a sedition.
Sedition amongst men.
Basically, the sedition is,
Well, that's what, beautiful. Because I was going to go into that earlier, but I kind of went. But we can kind of go into that real quick. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
And that forborne to fight means they don't want to fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Go read that back. Yeah, because
it says the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight.
Yeah, because that's basically what I was going into. They're gonna be here because they're gonna say, why go and fight a war when you didn't give me part of the American dream, right? They ain't getting their part of the American pie, of the American dream. So why should I fight for you? If anything, I'm gonna fight for my freedoms and my rights and whatever else they think that they have a right to fight for here. But they're gonna turn around and fight against your National Guards, your Marines, and whatever other militias that's gonna be here, and they're gonna die here, and no one's gonna be saved, because eventually, with all that fighting, the Lord said, because America's gonna be kindled. The Lord said, I come to send fire, and what will I if it already be kindled? Because there's gonna be so many uproars of the people. Right? So much sedition amongst the people, right? That's where you people are going to die at. You're going to die here in America, and then, of course, you got that, what's it called? The draft, and a lot of people are going to get drafted and taken over. So this is basically, it's twofold. Some people are going to stay here and not going into the, and some people you're actually going to get drafted, and that's what this is talking about. The scripture is talking about they're going to bring back that draft because you're fighting on so many fronts. As much as you're trying to fight against your people, you got other countries you're going to have to fight against. And so people are going to see it's a good idea. After you're starting all this trouble in the world, now I got to fight your fights, your battles.
And it's uncanny that Trump has taken on the persona of a king. You know what I mean? Because when I read this next
king
verse,
of Babylon,
right, the scripture says the king of Babylon,
right,
and this dude has taken on that hype for himself, that he is that king, and even the people recognize it and are saying no king, but truly he is the king of Babylon, of the daughter of Babylon, and he's not only. Hey, we really believe he's going to be the first and the last king.
Oh yeah, he is the last Trump. He's the last Trump.
He's not, there'll be no other kings after him. None of his heirs will take, the reins of rulership. It says, continuing on, it says, their might hath failed, they became as women.
Right.
They have burned her dwelling places, her bars are broken.
Right.
Verse 31, one post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another,
Right.
to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end.
At one end. Hey, that's going into them fighting in these wars, right? They're going to be taken. That's when Judah's hand is going to be in the neck of thy enemies. Things is going to cook up, right? Things are going to be exactly what you think, what you thought it was going to be, right? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the Psalms 64 and 2. Cause that, since you said that about that, and then.
This is Psalm 64 and 2. I'll start at 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Most High, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy."
Right, yeah, see? And that's what we need that. Because it's going to be so much calamity and things happening in this place. Man, and we're going to have fear. You're going to be afraid. But you got to be able to still trust in the Lord, right? We're going to have to be pilgrims and trust in the Lord for your provision, right?
It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity."
Which that's what Trump said he was really ready to declare, right? An Insurrection Act, which will basically make him president permanently, right? Which goes into this martial law, which throws away the Constitution completely. So then you won't have no rights. It'll be whatever they say. It will be martial law, right?
It says, "Who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
Right, going into what you were talking about, those meetings. You was just saying that. How they go into these meetings and they're discussing how to corral you Jakes, which that's what they're doing with these militaries. They're corralling. So when it says when Judah is compassed with enemies, with armies, man, that's what they're talking about doing, man. They're talking about corralling you with armies, talking about corralling you with the MARK, which is the mark of the you know what, right? That mark you should know, right? The micro C hit, you should know what that mark is, right? You know? You go with that one? Yeah. 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. And then you can get that 15. When you're talking about 15 and 14. Dang, it's crazy. Flies tripping over here. Set tripping.
You want 2nd Ezra what?
16 and 70.
It's not the flies though that you got to worry about. They run interference for the mosquitoes. So you fighting with the fly, but the mosquito is the one that's lighting you up.
I ain't got big with the mosquito yet, but
this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 70, and it reads, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities."
Right, see, that's going into what? These next cities, that's going into these race wars, these riots, the Insurrection Act, which is what he's saying. There's going to be this uprising that really he's one basically trying to stir the pot. So you have the problem, reaction, solution in the midst of that. But in that, it's gonna be told from one city, they're gonna go to this. Hey, one part of your city, hey, it's tucking. Man, it's because you got things going on. You got these sleeper cells, right, from Ishmael here. You got the sleeper cells from Moab that's here. Man, and then like I said, Judah's gonna turn up, man. Judah's neck is gonna be in the hands of his enemy. So you're gonna have your work cut out for you.
So they shall lay a worm beneath them.
A wound, wound.
Right, those that were at peace with him shall deceive him.
Right.
All of these nations, man, Nobody likes you, Esau. They just have to deal with you because what? They know that
you're in power at this
right.
at the moment.
You'll drop a bomb.
As his power leaving, you can see the discontent, because now they don't gotta respect you like that as much now.
Hey, how my man say, when Debo around, I be quiet, but Debo ain't got the strength he once had now. So now the nations are looking at you now. Thou become as weak as weak.
They should narrowly look upon them.
Right.
Right now they looking at you sideways.
Right. Like, boy, don't say nothing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The little slick ass, sly ass comments.
Kind of like when you was young.
Yeah.
You were little. You used to get beat up and shit. And then you finally got a little weight on you. You got a little bigger. That you had that growth spurt. And then you realized you was big too. And you was like, nigga, I dare these niggas come to fuck with me now. Yeah. Now you looking at them sideways. Now you looking at them sideways. Nigga, come on. Man. Come think it's the same game before. Yeah, nah, they done got their weight up, man.
Yeah, you
they
ain't
got
gonna
the
start
missiles,
it,
man.
but you for damn sure gonna try and finish it.
Yeah, they got their missiles now. They done got their weight up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You become weak as weak.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You the third. Your
money and your thing ain't in the same place. So we got nuclear missiles too. Your country's in a disarray. Your people fighting. They're hungry. They're starving. Oh, you became like us, right? Come on now. But
it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh, Bahashum Yahweh Shah.
Right, and that's ultimately what it's about. They're trying to do the thing to stop the word of the Lord going out, but the elect most likely it's already been sealed, or it's about to be sealed. You know, the people probably going to come in that 11th hour because things is about to cook up. So there's going to be plenty of Jakes that's going to really try to find the truth. But Jake is always last minute. So the Lord understands Jake, man. So in that 11th hour, that's still mercy, man.
Yeah.
It's still mercy. That's the mercy of the Lord. You're going to come in that 11th hour, the Lord knows, and then after that, it's going to be completely sealed, and we're pretty much out of this place, man. All hell breaking loose, man. Right? Good. That 15. Start at 14. Next chapter. 15. Same thing, but 15.
Back or?
Yeah, back.
I'm in 6.
No. Yeah, go to 15. Chapter 15. Yeah, and start at 14.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Right, yeah, because everybody's going to feel it. Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble. So woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And if you're alive, you dwell in the world. So judgment, right? Because we said this is judgment day. This is Yahushua coming to judge. What he said, the quick and the dead. He's coming to judge you, right? So judgment day is here, right? Go ahead.
It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Yep. Esau's coming close with this military, with the charagma, and it's drawing nigh, man. Right?
"And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands."
So this is Insurrection Act. He's going to declare insurrection. People are going to be fighting. All things are going to be happening. People are going to be fighting against each other. All these different things. And it's going to be all for BS and all for naught. And then I guess when they step back, people are finally going to realize there ain't no food. There ain't no water. And then whatever left of water and food, they're going to start fighting for that. Then it's going to be about the bare essentials. Going back to that, right? It's going to be about the necessities, right? Going back to what you said, people should go unto their own people, right? Going back into their own nation, but even you as so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you're going to have to go amongst your own people, right? When you got so-called Mexicans, they're going to click to themselves, but you got so-called Mexicans that's going to team up with the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans, because we know that we're a force together. But then you got some of them that's going to still, they kind of believe that ideology that they learned under Esau. So they're going to, you know what I mean? And that's part of the way they're going to get picked off, man. Because if you got enemies on all sides, that's a hell of a thing to go through, right? You got Jake, that's your enemy. You got Esau, that's your enemy. Then you got other people within you that's an enemy. Hey, bro, that's what the Lord said, none shall escape, man. Right? As one running from a lion and running to a bear, right? That's gonna be that same scenario basically, right? Because if you ain't getting it from Esau, you're gonna run this way and get it from Jake, right? And it may be someone of another tribe, or it may be of your own tribe, right?
Yeah. Right.
You're gonna run from every which way. You're gonna run it to. Come on.
He come to set man at variance.
Variance against one.
Yeah,
one against another. Yeah.
You know, so hey, it's gonna be enemies of your own household.
Own household.
Alone, you know, anything else.
But
it says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, the modern day sword is the gun, or whatever they can get their hands upon, right? A killing instrument, right?
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Just what you were talking about, huh? They should not. Hey, that's going into that right there, right? I brought it because that's what you were talking about earlier. Yeah.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right. Because that's the time that we're about to be living. They're not regarding their kings and princes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even with this whole thing with which I believe is a lie, but they're saying the cartels putting out bounties and putting up things, but that's like another thing of saying they're not regarding their kings nor princes.
Yeah.
They're putting up bounties against these ICE and these so-called people of Congress and all whatever. Hey, that's them not regarding their kings and their princes. Allegedly, yeah, right. You know?
It said, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
Woo. Hey, that's a hell of a day, bro. Even the men are going to be afraid. Hey, so how much more for you women? Can you get that, what is it, Isaiah, was it 32? Okay, let's just get that, because I really wanted to go into that earlier, but I kind of just went with the spirit, and I wanted to go in that because we were talking about that, the EPT cards and stuff. So I think it's at 10, start at 10.
Okay. It says, start at 9.
All right, come on.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Right, see, going into that EPT card. So with all this death, destruction, even the men will be afraid. So now you women, you're in a fucking, man, perilous situation. Yeah, you're in a dangerous situation with no hedge, with no hegemony, with no protection. So rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Yeah, see, the Lord's sending out the men of the Lord to try to tell you, but you look at, I ain't gotta listen. You ain't my daddy.
Come at me with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Give ear unto my speech.
Right. We're trying to tell you, give ear to the speech, to the prophets, to the words, to the prophecies. Right? It ain't our word. This is the Most High word. Mine. But
many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Right. And you can see the days are at hand for your trouble. They just passed this thing that you're not going to have your EPT. And then one of the most important days is about to be, or under this society, you know, the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be fitting too, boy.
Right.
It says, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, see now, you know, the teats. Yeah, the good things, you know, you're eating all these different things. You get the dainty things. You're eating all those good things and having all, you know.
King's meat.
Your king's meat. Yeah. You're doing all these things. You know, you're doing it big. One of the thing got $1,000, like that dumb chick who was on Facebook or whatever she was. She was bragging about how she basically tricks it. She's like, oh girl, you need to do like I do, and she's stupid enough to record herself. And now they report her for fraud. So now she has to pay it back because she went on the internet bragging how she telling, oh, blah, 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 blah. I got $1,000 for my stuff. So she's basically trying to brag and try to basically teach other women how to do it. But instead you're stupid. That's evidence against you, you dummy. But that's why I said you careless women, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's careless, right? But
verse 11, tremble, ye
right.
women that are at ease.
Right, because men are going to be afraid at this time with all these race wars, the insurrections, the things that's going to happen upon this on this earth. It's going to be like the Lord said, a day like none other, man. Right? Go ahead.
Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare.
Yeah, so a lot of you women, hey, under this thing, they're gonna. What it says, we read that. It said they're gonna take you out of your houses, so you ain't gonna have time to go back and try to grab all your clothing and this and that.
Hey, we saw an example of that in Chicago just recently when they were busted in there, bringing out naked babies, and what they tell them, like, hey, fuck your babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, naked babies and grandmas and grandpa. Yeah.
Esau don't care, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're gonna have time to grab your stuff. So then, now what? That's why when you go into that thing, when you go into Isaiah 4:1, when it says we will make our own, because you don't have no apparel. You literally gonna have to go somewhere and find. And what's crazy is they call these curtains. Say you guys are wearing curtains or whatever they try to say. You're gonna literally have to take a curtain from somewhere out of one of these abandoned houses to make you a dress.
Hey. And gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Wow, beautiful. That was perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because you're not going to have all the makeups, all of the things that make you smell good. You're going to be in your purest, nastiest form soon. You know what I mean? Ain't going to be no rouge and eyeliner and lipstick and makeup and the cum catchers. And all of these things that make you look appealing, right? You're gonna be in your pure natural state. You know, Moab ain't gonna be sending no more horsehair over here.
Oh,
no,
nothing.
You know what I mean? And that shit you're gonna have matted and twisted and knotted in your motherfucking melons. Hey, the Most High is getting ready to take all of these dainties from y'all, man. You know?
In order to deal with the man of the Lord, you got to take that out. Hey. No man of the Lord gonna deal with that.
And it's gonna be beautiful because you're not gonna see it coming.
Because they pray to these things. They do rituals over that,
witchcraft.
Man. Voodoo rituals over that weave, man. Yeah. Don't you know they do? They pray to Satan over your weave. Yeah. Right.
And that shit just
then you
rots
put that hair
inside your brain.
Right. Right.
It says, "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine."
Right.
It says, "Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars.
Right.
Yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city." Right,
because that's Esau, right? The thorns and the briars is Esau, right? Because it talks about how the wheat, the tares should come amongst the wheat, right? There was an enemy and he had sown tares amongst the wheat, and so that's them being angry, mad, because now they don't get their whole American dream is done. So they only, because think about it, this whole thing with CK and his sacrifice to the Illuminati allegedly, right? They which was white on white crime. Somehow they find their way at a black college to fight, because that's their nature, right? So that's these people's nature. Once they see their kingdom, they're coming after you, Jakes.
You blacks that killed him. You blacks did it.
Yeah, they're gonna blame you for the country going out of there, for the country being messed up. When there's no money and the stock market crashes and there's no money, there's no all this, there's no food. It's you guys' fault. It's
you blacks.
You dumb. I hate you, nerds. You and those Mexicans.
Your fault. Yeah. You illegals.
You guys are the problem.
You illegals.
So we knew you were the problem. We got black fatigue, right? and that's the thing. They're gonna come after you. They're gonna come after you, so-called black, Hispanic, Canadian. They're showing you that now, right? They're showing you the white man don't love you, right? And that's just that, right? So you got to go amongst your own and be amongst your own. And really, you women need to find a man of the Lord. You need to find an elect man of the Lord, and you're going to have to share him, right? You're going to have to get over that, whatever the thing they taught you in this white supremacy world under Esau. You're going to have to get that out your mind, because or else you got to get put out to the pasture with the rest of them, and there's no salvation for you, right? Because nobody's going to be dragging what they call it the old chain and ball. Chain. Yeah. Ain't none of that shit happening. We ain't dealing with no ball and chain no more, right?
You're not even really gonna have an opinion in them days. Your
Right.
opinion is gonna get you cast out to the wolves.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Well, I think, bye. You know, it's gonna be instant. Right, nice.
Done. So with all that, I want to go more into that, but through time. So I want to give all praise and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Yeah, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Ahwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence and a Bible ball and Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.